to the exciting episode of Go Grow Growth channel. We will discuss about domains of development. What is child development? It begins once the human is being conceived. It refers to the sequence of physical, language, thought, and emotional changes that occur in a child from birth to the beginning of adulthood. Moreover, it is a process that child goes through. This process involves learning and mastering skills like crawling, walking, and sitting. Now, let's start with the physical development. Physical development can be separated into two separate categories, the gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Both of these are essential to children's overall health and wellness. Children are using their gross motor skills and fine motor skills to explore our environment and learn about the world. When talking about gross motor skills, we're normally talking about moving the whole body and using longer muscles. So those in the arms and in the legs. While fine motor skills refer to the use of small muscles, especially those that are located in your hands and feet. Children use their fine motor skills to be able to grasp hold into things and manipulate small objects, while gross motor skills are reaching, rolling, crawling, and climbing. Fine motor skills include face things onto paper, clap hands, work a zipper, but there are warning signs: difficulty sitting up, difficulty to crawl, to stand, clumsiness, and poor handwriting. And now, let's proceed to the another part.
Let us proceed to socio-emotional development. Socio-emotional development, it refers to child's growing understanding and control of their emotions. They also begin to identify what others are feeling, develop the ability to cooperate, show empathy, and use moral reasoning. Socio-emotional development simply means development of being able to form and sustain positive relationships, experiences, manage, and express emotions. It is important to highlight within this area of development that infants and toddlers are creating a strong sense self and relationships with others at the same time. For the theories in Erickson's theory, the stages that make up his theory are as follows. Stage 1, trust versus trust. Stage 2, autonomy versus shame. Stage 3, initiative versus guilt. Stage 4, industry versus inferiority. Stage 5, identity versus confusion. Stage 6, intimacy versus isolation. Stage 7, generativity versus stagnation. Stage 8, integrity versus despair. According to Bandura in the social cognitive theory, there are three factors which are behaviors, environment, and internal events that influence perceptions and actions. It has four processes which are attention, retention, reproduction, and motivation. Some examples of socio-emotional development are: number 1, recognizing if someone is sad and asking if they are okay. Number 2, initiate or join in play with other children and make up games. Number 3, develop friendship with other kids.
Hi! For our next topic, let us talk about the cognitive development. First of all, what is cognitive development? In simple words, cognitive development means how children think, explore, and figure things out. But to broaden our knowledge, let us know the two psychologists in the theories of cognitive development. The first one is Jean Piaget Swiss. His theory provided many central concepts in the field of developmental psychology and concerned with the growth of intelligence. He is known on his theory about the four developmental stages. The first stage is the sensory motor stage. Between 0 to 2 years, the child begins to interact with the environment. The second stage is the pre-operational stage. From 2 to 7 years, the child begins to represent the world symbolically. The next stage is the concrete operational stage, where the child learns roles such as conservation between 7 to 12 years old. And for the final stage, it is known as the formal operational stage, which from 12 years to adulthood, the adolescent can transcend concrete situation and think about the future. So let us proceed to the next psychologist, who is Lev Vygotsky. The work of Vygotsky has become the foundation of much research and in cognitive development over the past decades. His theory is also known as the socio-cultural theory. Vygotsky's sociocultural theory views human development as a socially mediated process in which children acquire their cultural values, beliefs, and problem-solving strategies through collaborative dialogues with more knowledgeable members of society. In addition, Vygotsky's theory focuses on the role of culture in the development of mental abilities. He declared that adults in society fosters children's cognitive development by engaging them in more challenging and meaningful activities. So that's all. Let's move on our next discussion.
Hello everyone, I'm Roslyn and I'm here to discuss one of the domain of development, which is language development. What is language development? A kid learns to communicate through language development, which starts with sounds and gestures and then words to sentences. A child develops their ability to understand voice and communication through this process. As the kids get older, their language skills improves by adding their age provided that their parents are paying attention to them from birth until they are grown. Language development is an important role of a child development. Through this, we as adults will able to support a child's ability to communicate as well as the ability to express their thoughts and feelings, understand them, think and learn, solve a problem, maintain and develop relationships. A child starts this development in pre-birth, where mom's talking while they are in a womb and hearing sounds in speech. Next, babbling, where they can say ma, da, badu, bada, until they are able to say one word, two words, sentences like imperative and declarative, and so on. Here are some suggestions on how we encourage the children to develop these language skills at early stage. First, read them a books, letters, and familiar words, then repeat it. Let them read other things that can actually help their language to develop. Second, talk to them always and have a regular conversation. At early stage, a child will able to learn, improve and develop their language skills or communication skills as days goes on. There are also some disadvantages of language development. A child can get a disease called aphasia and dyslexia. In general, all aspects of child development can be affected. See an expert if you notice your children is having a problems with their language for a better development. And always remember these letters: LUCS. L for love, U for understanding, C for care, S for support your children and all aspects in developing a child development. Thank you!